Hi everyone, this is the 23-week update. My stomach does feel a little bit bigger and a little bit distended. I feel a little bit heavy, not fat, but heavy, like there's a lot of pressure and a lot of weight in my lower body. Other than that, everything's still going great. Remember how last week when I said that the baby was only kicking me in the evenings? Well, apparently she heard that and decided, oh, well, if you want more kicks, you can have more kicks. Because in the middle of the day while I'm working, I feel her kicking around in there, and then also some more in the evenings, though in the mornings I still don't feel too much. Instead of little boosts here and there, she does a lot more movement, like she's kind of squirming around, changing her position a lot, and then every once in a while there's this like ginormous kick, like she's almost ready to come out, which doesn't hurt, but it startles me every once in a while. I thought I'd talk about exercise while you're pregnant. The doctor does want you to exercise about 30 minutes, but it doesn't have to be a whole 30 minutes. It could be 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. They basically want you to get up and move around and not just be sedentary, lie down in bed, sit down on the couch the whole time. So we do try to do that every once in a while. I hate exercise. Everybody knows I hate exercise, so that's kind of hard, but my husband tries to get me to do it, and we do try to go out and walk around. The only problem in Florida in August is that it's hot. It's super hot, and it gets hot by 6 in the morning. It's already hot, and then for it to cool down, it's like 11, 12 o'clock before it actually cools down enough to go out. Plus it's super duper humid, so the moment you go step outside, you're like sweating. So we don't walk around as much as we should, but we do try when the weather is overcast. When it's overcast, it's not that hot, but then there's the threat of rain, which kind of drives you inside anyways. So I used to swim in high school. We swim a lot, and we figured we should utilize the pool that we have in this community. So we've been trying to go swimming. We do swim every Saturday morning. We go in the morning at about 8 o'clock because that's really the earliest I want to get up on Saturdays. And also it's not too hot by that point, although some days it is quite a bit warm by 8 in the morning. The pool water is already super warm, so you never have that fear of getting into like a frigid pool at 8 in the morning here. It is always warm enough for you to just jump in and start swimming around. So I figured I'd show you what I go swimming with. I used to, before I got pregnant, wear this outfit, and I have several bikinis, and they're all, they were fine for before I was pregnant, but after I got pregnant, my stomach really started getting bigger. These started to want to fall off when I kicked off the wall because I had to wear them lower, the stomach was bigger. So these were no good because then I just end up with no bottoms in the pool, and nobody wants that. So I eventually went shopping, and I looked around a whole bunch of different places. I looked at Mother Maternity, Pee and Pod, all these websites for pregnancy swimsuits. And I went to Target, anywhere that had any suits that would fit a pregnant woman. And I really didn't find anything that I really loved. And they were kind of expensive too. I mean, swimsuits in general are going to be expensive, but even Target was like $40 for an outfit, and I didn't love them, and I was only going to wear them for 3 months, and I was just, or not 3 months, but only 6 months or so, and I was just kind of disappointed by the whole thing. So I asked the internet. Of course, there's a ton of you who've been pregnant before, and some of you have suggested pregnancy outfits, but somebody just said that they wore their regular old swimsuit and it stretched out appropriately as time went on. Then I decided to buy a regular old practice swimsuit, like the kind that I had when I was in high school. I remember those stretched out quite a bit, and they would be something I would wear after I was pregnant. It wouldn't be too voluminous or whatever. So I knew I was going to end up spending like $60, $70 on them. I was hoping for a sale. I went to all these sporting goods places because that's basically the only place you can find competition suits. And I eventually found Dick's Sporting Goods, which had a clearance on a couple of Speedos, and they also had clearance on some tiers and stuff like that. So I ended up finding this outfit, which is a Speedo outfit, and I got it in the biggest size they had, which I think was 40, and it fits really well, and it hugs everything kind of not too tightly, even as my stomach has gotten bigger. It does take a little bit of effort to take on and off over my hips, but if any of you have tried on these kind of practice swimsuits or competition suits, you know it's always going to be a difficult time getting it over your butt. It's just, when I was skinny it was hard, when I'm pregnant it's hard, and taking it off is just a pain in the butt. But that's just something that, you know, you got used to, knowing that you were going to wear these practice suits. So I got these for $17 on super sale, and this one's just a regular old kind, and it also happens to be reversible, so I can wear the green side or the black side if I wanted to. And Speedos, you know, the quality of Speedos is pretty good. You rinse them out with water after you're done, and they last for a really long time. This one also says that it's specially formulated or something to resist chlorine damage. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I just rinse them out at the end of right after I finish swimming, so I don't have that problem. So I would suggest trying them on in the store before you get them, because different practice suits have different cuts. I tried on a tier one, which was pink, that I really wanted, but the problem was that the hole in the back was cut in such a way that it was exposing part of my side, and I knew as I got bigger that the cuts on the side would also get bigger as well, and it wouldn't really cover my stomach. The fabric in front wouldn't stretch, but the hole in the back would stretch. I chose these Speedos because the cut in the back was actually in the back and not exposing my sides. So far it's stretched as I've gotten bigger, and I expect it to stretch some more as I get even bigger, so hopefully these will work. And once I'm done being pregnant, I'm pretty sure I can still fit into these. So I think this is a good value for the money. I wouldn't buy them for full price though. The other thing that I bring to the pool is a combination pull buoy and kickboard. If you've done any sort of competition swimming, you'll have experience with kickboards and pull buoys already. If you don't, what they do is they help you either kick or pull with your arms. So this one is a combination, which I really like. A normal kickboard that I'm used to is actually twice as big, and the pull buoy is actually probably about this size, but maybe this fat. And so what I like about this is it's nice and thin and it fits in my purse. What you do is, if you just want to use your legs, you put it in front of you like this, and it'll help you stay afloat. And if you want to just pull with your arms, you put this in between your legs and it'll help you float that way, and then you'll just concentrate on working on your arms. So I really do like this. It might be a little difficult for you if you're not used to it. You kind of expect it to make you float. It's not like a noodle or like a tube or anything. It's an aid to help you, not help you keep afloat. So I really enjoy this. You don't really need it, you don't have to have it, but I like it because if I'm being lazy, quite honestly, and I don't want to stick my head under the water, and I just kind of want to relax a little bit and kick around the pool, I use this as a kickboard, and I can just go back and forth around the pool quite relaxingly and still be able to do my exercise. So this I recommend. The other thing that I take to the swimming pool are goggles. I wear contact lenses, so I very much need goggles or my contacts will fall out and I won't be able to see a thing. These were about 20 bucks, which was completely shocking to me because I remember buying goggles for 10 bucks. And yes, these were like cheap foam and this was rubber instead of silicone, but I tended to either lose them or scratch them or whatever, and I much preferred to pay $10 for a pair of goggles than 20. But these were the cheapest ones they had, so I picked them up, and I picked them up in blue because there was blue and there was clear, and I knew I didn't want it clear because it is super duper bright in Florida. Even at 8 in the morning, they're super bright. So I got these, but unfortunately they're not dark enough because when I turn my head to breathe, the sun kind of blares right into my eye, and it is just blinding. So I went back and tried to get darker ones. The next ones they had were these beautiful dark gray goggles that had like reflective coating on it, and unfortunately they were like $40, and I was not about to spend $40 on a pair of goggles. And I understand why they don't have them cheaper, because everybody buys the darker goggles cheaper. So I'm just going to stick with these and just close my eyes when I have to breathe on that side, because I'm not spending $40. The other thing that we bring to the pool is sunblock. You always have to wear sunblock in Florida. The sun here is so intense. Even when it's overcast and you don't think that you need it, you probably do, because I've actually gotten a tan from being outside when it's overcast here. So we put on sunblock as much as possible. Whenever we know that we're going to be out for any period of time, we'll put on sunblock. I actually put on sunblock on my face and on my arms every day, and this is still the tan that I get. My stomach is actually super duper pale because it hasn't seen the sun in years. But my face, my arms, and my legs, they see the sun pretty much every day, and so this is basically the color that I am here in Florida. The sunblock that we use is this Aveeno Baby, and I really like it because it says it's a mineral sunblock, and it has titanium dioxide and zinc oxide as the active ingredients, and I really like that because those are more natural products. Unfortunately, I don't think they make this anymore. Luckily, I stocked up one summer when I thought I lost one, and then I bought another one. And it's made for baby sensitive skin, and I do have sometimes really sensitive skin. So this is really good. It's not greasy. The only problem is because it has these two titanium and zinc oxides that it does leave you with a white cast. But you know what? I'm at the pool. I don't care. I'm going to be in the water. So I stuff everything in this bag right here. It is something my mother gave me. She probably got it for free from Estee Lauder or Clinique for buying their skincare products. It fits 2 bottles of water, my goggles, wallets, keys, the kickboard, and 2 very well folded towels. So that's about it for now. We have a doctor's appointment in about 2 weeks, which is our 3rd trimester checkup, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on then. Okay. Bye all.